Hello and welcome to another retro Underdog game review. Now this game is definitely retro. Lost Dutchman Mine came out for the Amiga, obviously in 1989, as you can see by the copyright. And it was a game that I spent a lot of time in when I was younger. It's a very simple game, but it really captured my imagination, and I have to say I've never finished it, but here we go. So basically the aim of the game is to find the Lost Dutchman Mine. You're this little guy in the red, and we'll head into the merchant and buy a few supplies. So we'll buy some bread, and we're going to need a rope and a lantern. You get good at knowing what you need. Don't think we'll bother with a map just yet. We'll need a pick. We've got to grab a couple of canteens. Maybe some more bread. I think we may need matches for the canteen, for the lantern, but that'll do. So, in a nutshell, this is the town where you live. There's a saloon you can go in and play cards and bits and pieces. We'll go in there a bit later on. There's the merchant where you can buy things. There's also a doctor's and a few other bits and pieces in this town, but we'll get going before it gets too late. As soon as I can remember, there we go. Control brings you into the map view, and we'll head up to the river first. You can also fish in the river if you grab a fishing rod, but we'll fill up with water. Now our canteens will be full if we go into our inventory. Oh, I thought I bought canteens. Never mind. This game can go on forever, so I'm not going to spend too much time in it because it's very repetitive, but we basically go up to the mountains and start looking for mine entrances, like this one. And this mine has obviously been professionally mined as it's got beams and supports. And if we didn't have the lantern, by the time we got here we wouldn't be able to see anything, so that's why you need the lantern. And also some mines have got ladders, others don't, which is why you need the rope. And there's some gold, so we'll go up to the gold and grab that, and that'll put the gold in the inventory. Once you get gold, you head back to the town and take it to the assay office where they give you money for it. Then of course you can use that money to buy things. In order to be able to carry more, you can buy horses which wait for you at the entrance of the mine. And we'll head up here. And we'll go this way, if it's going to let me. No, it's not going to let me. Go left or right. There we go. One of the most infuriating things of the game, though, I found, is as soon as you start making some progress, for instance, you know, you've got some decent gold, you've got some money, you've got a couple of horses, and you're really starting to get through it. Apparently he's getting hungry. So he needs food. So we'll eat... Oh, that's where the canteens live. So we'll eat some bread. As I was saying, the annoying thing is just as you start making some progress, something always happens. You either get robbed while you're out and about, or to try and combat that, you can actually put your money in the bank, but then the bank can get robbed. So it's really frustrating how sometimes you can spend hours in this game and you just start making progress, and then either you or the bank gets robbed and you end up back at square one again. There's quite a bit of gold in this mine. Not sure why this game captured my imagination quite so much, but at the time I would have been 8 or 9. I was just completely captivated by it. In the mines that aren't professionally built, the ones without all the wooden supports, I've run out of inventory room, you will find that sometimes there will be collapses, and that can hurt, obviously. There's also things like rattlesnakes out in the desert, which if you can get back to the town and get to the doctors fast enough is okay, but obviously if you can't, you die. It's a very hard game to complete. I have watched a YouTube video of someone who's completed it, and I must say the ending is quite disappointing, considering I think he was playing solidly for about 4 hours. So it's almost, not too sure if it's nearly lunchtime or if it's nearly midnight lunchtime. So we'll head back to the town. Lots of ways of making money. Obviously gold digging is one, like I just did. Another one is if you buy a pan, you can panhandle the stream. And he's hungry again. He's probably thirsty. There we go. So we'll go into the assay office and see what my gold's worth. $120, another 120, nothing. 30, 90, nothing. So now we've got some more money. We'll head back to the merchant. And we'll buy a fish hook. And that'll do, I think. Now of course the problem is, the more stuff you have, the less room you have in your inventory for gold, so which is why you need to end up buying a horse. So we'll head into the saloon, and here if it's nighttime you can sleep, or another way of making money is poker. So what have we got? Nothing really. Now we've got a pair of aces. So we'll bet $10. And wow, I will call that. There we go. So yet another way of making some money. In fact, I've probably now got enough for a horse. Another thing you can do here obviously is if it's late you can sleep here. Just exit here and let's see how much the horses cost. And he's hungry again. Yet another way of making money is if you go to the jail and see the wanted posters and you find the people that are wanted, you can make some money that way by turning them in. And there's the barn. How much have I got? Not quite enough. So another thing I'll show you is fishing. So basically you've just got to get the hook in line with a fish. There we go. The other thing is it is possible to fish out this stream. I've found when I've been fishing in the past that eventually there's just no fish left. And we'll head up here. See if we can find another mine. To find the Lost Dutchman mine, in some mines you'll find a piece of a map. If you find all 4 pieces of the map, it will show you where the Lost Dutchman mine is. It doesn't tell you, however, I'm not too sure if it's random. This is the same as the other mine. I'll see if I can find an unbuilt one. It doesn't tell you if it's random. Sorry, I don't know if it's random or whether it is in the same place every time. As I say, I've never finished the game. Not many mines up here. There we go. It's starting to get a bit dark, but that's fine. Oh, every single one I find is already mined. Never seen this many before. I'm really not having luck. Oh no. Ow. And I've just been bitten by a rattlesnake. Hopefully I can get back to the town. The only problem is the doctors will be closed at this time of day. Yeah, I thought so. So the only thing we can try is sleeping until morning and then visit the doctors first thing in the morning. There we go. So that's pretty much the game. Go out, do some mining, come back, buy some food and water, rinse and repeat until you find all four map pieces and can find the lost Dutchman mine. There we go, now we're all back up to full health again. And I'm really trying to find one of the mines that hasn't actually been previously mined, because they also have a higher return. You can find more gold in them. I give up. Every single one. But yeah, so not really much else to show. It's I admit these days it seems very repetitive, but back in the day obviously it held my attention, so definitely worth giving it a go, see how far you can get. There has been a amateur remake by some person who remade it in 3D. I have had a bit of a play. I didn't enjoy it as much, but having said that, I don't really enjoy this one as much these days either. I mean, it was captivating when I was younger, but these days it just seems incredibly repetitive. As I say, especially when I've never been able to get ahead of the game, because as soon as you start making progress, something seems to happen and you end up right back in square one. If you get robbed, you lose your horses as well. So you could have had several horses full of gear and gold and things, and you've lost them as well as all your gear and gold and your money. So you're right back at square one. So I guess that was put in there for longevity, but I think it kind of ruins the game a little bit and definitely harms sort of, you just lose interest. Hopefully you found this interesting at least. Give it a go. And we've had collapse. But I'm okay. Give the game a go, make your own choice, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks again for watching. Bye.